If you're over 40 and wearing these shoes, you're probably aging yourself by a decade without even realizing it. Today, I'm exposing 13 shoe mistakes that instantly ruin your style and exactly what to wear instead to look sharp, confident, and modern. The truth? Fixing your shoes alone can make you look 10 years younger. Instantly, welcome back to the channel, gents. If you're into smart, timeless style that works after 40, 50, and so on, you're in the right place. Hit that subscribe button and give this video a like if you're getting value. Let's grow this community of well-dressed men, one upgrade at a time. Mistake number 1, chunky, worn-out sneakers. Let's kick things off with one of the most common and most overlooked style killers, the old clunky sneaker. You know the ones. I owned a pair or two oversized soles, fraying mesh, logos that haven't been cool since 2003. They were probably comfortable back then, maybe even your go-to weekend pair, but now they send the wrong message. These aren't for you, my friend, period. And here's the thing, once you hit 40, every detail of your appearance matters just a little more. Footwear is one of the first things people notice. If your sneakers look like they belong in a yard sale or a hospital corridor, you're aging yourself fast. It's time to upgrade to something clean, sleek, and grown man appropriate. Think minimalist sneakers, white leather, gray suede, or deep navy canvas. No neon, no weird textures, no oversized branding. These aren't fashion sneakers, they're modern classics, the kind that make you look effortlessly put together, even in jeans and a t-shirt. Mistake number 2, square-toe dress shoes. Let's talk about a shoe that instantly dates your entire outfit, the square-toe dress shoe. These had their moment back in the early 2000s. You probably remember them. Stiff leather, boxy toe, sometimes with stitching that looked like it came from a bargain bin catalog. They were everywhere for a while, weddings, job interviews, even office wear. But today, they look clunky, outdated, and out of sync with modern style. Worse, they ruin the silhouette of your entire outfit, whether you're wearing a tailored suit or just smart casual. There's something about that harsh, squared-off toe that breaks the flow. Instead of looking sharp and sophisticated, it makes you look like you haven't updated your wardrobe in 15 years. Time to swap them for a timeless classic, well-crafted Oxford or Derby, with a round or almond-shaped toe. These styles have stood the test of time for a reason. They're elegant, versatile, and refined without trying too hard. Pair them with dress trousers, dark denim, or even chinos, and they instantly elevate your look. Mistake number 3, Velcro or dad, slip-on shoes. There's a fine line between comfort and giving up, and when your shoes have Velcro straps or look like they belong next to a pill organizer, you've crossed it. We get it. Busy life, you don't want to fuss with laces. But at a certain point, ease turns into laziness, and it shows. Foam-soled slip-ons, orthopedic Velcros, or off-brand pseudo sneakers might be easy on the feet, but they're hard on your image. The good news is you can have both comfort and class. Consider leather loafers, suede driving shoes, or Chelsea boots. These styles slide on just as easily, but they're sharp, masculine, and versatile. The right slip-on doesn't just save you time, it elevates your entire outfit and proves you haven't lost your edge. Mistake number 4, flip-flops with jeans. Let's be honest, flip-flops are the ultimate shortcut shoe. They're convenient, they're breathable, and for a trip to the beach or pool, totally acceptable. But here's where a lot of men go wrong, wearing flip-flops with jeans, chinos, or anything remotely structured. This is a pairing that instantly undermines your entire outfit. No matter how well dressed you are above the ankles, it's a visual contradiction. The top half says, "I made an effort." The bottom half says, "I gave up." Flip-flops lack form, support, and structure. They flatten your posture, offer zero style definition, and leave you looking unfinished, or worse, sloppy. On a hot day, it might feel like a smart choice, but from a style perspective, it's a silent message that says, "I didn't think this through." And once you're over 40, those little style shortcuts stand out even more. People notice. They're not judging the weather, they're judging your taste. You can still stay cool while looking intentional. Opt for stylish, warm weather alternatives Leather sandals, suede espadrilles, woven loafers, or even minimalist sneakers with no-show socks. These give your outfit shape, purpose, and presence without compromising on comfort. They say, yes, I'm relaxed, but I still care how I show up. Mistake number 5, pointy elf shoes. By trying to avoid the dreaded square toe, many men unknowingly fall into another trap, swinging too far in opposite direction with overly pointy, razor-sharp shoes. You've seen them, those shoes with elongated, exaggerated toe boxes that extend far beyond the natural shape of the foot, often with aggressive tapers or curved tips that look like something out of a Broadway costume department. At first glance, they might appear fashionable or formal, but let's be clear, they don't flatter your frame. They distort your proportions, make your feet look unnatural, and create a theatrical, almost comical impression. Instead of looking elegant, you end up looking like you're trying too hard. Or worse, like you're wearing a costume instead of clothes. As a man over 40, your style should feel intentional, not experimental. You don't need gimmicks, you need balance, maturity, and quiet authority. Opt for shoes with a softly tapered almond-shaped toe. It's the sweet spot between sharp and subtle. This silhouette is clean, masculine, and timeless, enhancing your outfit without distracting from it. It works in both formal and casual settings, and most importantly, it complements your age and presence. Mistake number 6, overly trendy sneakers. In an effort to hold on to a younger look, many men fall into a style trap that has the opposite effect, chasing overly trendy sneakers that clash with their age, wardrobe, and overall presence. I know what I am talking. I've been there too. We're talking massive soles, wild color blocking, chunky silhouettes, metallic finishes, and logos big enough to be read from across the street. These kinds of sneakers might be popular on fashion runways or with 22-year-old influencers, but on a man over 40, they rarely land the way you hope. While trying to dress younger rather than better, you risk looking like you're trying to recapture something that no longer fits your stage of life. The intention may be good, to appear stylish, current, or youthful, but the result often reads as forced or mismatched. Your best move? Choose sneakers with timeless appeal. Low-profile silhouettes in white leather, tonal grays, navy suede, or muted neutrals. Minimal branding, clean lines, and premium materials go a long way. These kinds of sneakers pair effortlessly with jeans, chinos, or even unstructured blazers. And more importantly, they don't scream for attention. They complement your outfit, they support your image, they show you understand style without shouting about it. Mistake number 7, plastic-looking loafers. Loafers should be one of the most reliable shoes in your wardrobe. Versatile, easy to wear, and effortlessly stylish. But when the material is wrong, even a great silhouette turns into a style liability. The worst offender? Shiny, synthetic loafers that look like they've been dipped in plastic. These shoes might be affordable, but they come at a high cost to your appearance. They don't breathe, they crease awkwardly, and worst of all, they look cheap. From a distance, they give off the unmistakable sheen of vinyl or faux leather. Up close, the illusion doesn't hold up any better. Level up with real materials. Invest in loafers made from genuine leather or high-quality suede. These not only look better, they meld to your foot over time, age gracefully, and communicate quiet sophistication. Whether you prefer classic penny loafers, tassel loafers, or modern slip-ons, craftsmanship and material always matter. Mistake number 8, worn-out cracked dress shoes. You could be wearing a perfectly tailored blazer, crisp shirt, and the right pair of trousers. But if your dress shoes are cracked, peeling, or flattened at the heel, the whole look starts to unravel. This mistake is subtle but powerful. This is my favorite mistake because I still some worn-out shoe, which I can't throw them out. I am emotionally attached to them. Scuffed toes, dried-out leather, or soles. Coming apart don't just signal neglect, they suggest you're no longer paying attention to the details, and at this stage in life, details are where style lives. Shoes in poor condition quietly tell the world, I've let myself go. Even if you haven't, it's not about vanity, it's about self-respect. Well-maintained shoes show that you take pride in how you present yourself and that you value quality over carelessness. If the shoes are salvageable, invest in upkeep. Use leather conditioner to restore suppleness, polish to bring back shine, and shoe trees to preserve their shape. If the soles are worn out, take them to a cobbler. It's often far cheaper than buying a new pair. And if they're beyond saving, replace them with a versatile, well-constructed pair that you can maintain from day one. Mistake number 9, oversized work boots as casual wear. There's no denying that a rugged pair of work boots has its place on a job site, a hike, or a harsh winter day. But when those same steel-toe tanks start showing up in everyday outfits paired with jeans or casual wear, the result is more utility gear than intentional style. Oversized work boots are designed for durability and protection, not aesthetics. They're bulky, often heavy, and visually overwhelming. They distort your proportions, make your feet look enormous, and add unnecessary weight to your overall appearance, literally and stylistically. Instead of enhancing your outfit, they compete with it and usually win for all the wrong reasons. For men over 40, this kind of footwear creates a disconnect. It signals function over form, decorum, and while practicality is important, so is balance. These boots can make your look feel outdated or worse, like you're wearing the same shoes for every situation without intention. I love boots, and honestly, every man should love them. That's why opt for refined versions that offer structure and masculinity without the bulk. Chelsea boots are sleek and easy to dress up or down. Chukkas and desert boots hit the sweet spot between rugged and tailored, pairing effortlessly with denim, chinos, and casual layers. Mistake number 10, running shoes outside the gym. Let's be clear, running shoes are a technological marvel. They're built for support, shock absorption, and breathability. Exactly what you need when you're pounding pavement or hitting the treadmill. But when those same high-performance sneakers show up in your everyday outfits, that's where style takes a hit. Bright neon accents, reflective panels, mesh overlays, AirPods, and zigzag soles, they serve a purpose at the gym, but in real life, they stand out in all the wrong ways. Pairing them with jeans, chinos, or casual shirts creates an instant disconnect. The outfit says, everyday life. The shoes scream, marathon training. Keep your running shoes exactly where they belong, in your gym bag. For everything else, upgrade to lifestyle sneakers that offer similar comfort, but with far more polish. Think leather or suede uppers, muted tones, and low-profile designs. White, gray, navy, or beige all work beautifully and blend effortlessly into your day-to-day wardrobe. Mistake number 11, shoes that don't match the outfit. Even when your individual pieces are solid, great jeans, a well-fitted shirt, or a tailored jacket, the wrong shoes can derail the entire look. And one of the most common mistakes men make? Wearing shoes that don't match the tone, formality, or purpose of the rest of their outfit. I think this is one of the biggest mistakes when we are talking about shoes and style. Men and women, think formal Oxfords with faded denim, hiking boots with a sport coat, running shoes with a button-down shirt. These mismatches create confusion, not just visually, but stylistically. It's like wearing a tie to a barbecue or board shorts to a meeting. The contrast feels off, and people notice. Shoes are the anchor of your outfit. They either reinforce your message or compete against it, and after 40, your style should speak with clarity, not contradiction. The key is alignment. Match the formality of your footwear to the rest of your look. Pair dress shoes with suits and tailored trousers. Loafers or minimalist sneakers work best with chinos and smart casual outfits. When wearing jeans, stick with leather boots, casual loafers, or clean sneakers that balance the overall tone. When your footwear flows with your outfit, you look polished, intentional, and confident without saying a word. Mistake number 12, flashy designer logos. There's a common misconception that wearing bold designer logos is a sign of success. that the bigger the brand name, the more stylish or impressive the look. But the truth, once you're past 40, that approach often has the opposite effect. Loud logos, monogram prints, flashy colors, or overly branded soles don't signal confidence. They signal insecurity. It's like saying, I need the label to validate me, and that undermines the refined, intentional image most grown men want to project. Style, real style, isn't about showing off, it's about knowing who you are and dressing accordingly. When your shoes scream, "Look how expensive I am," they drown out everything else you're trying to say. Shift your focus to subtlety and craftsmanship. Choose shoes that are well made, well proportioned, and understated. Let the quality of the leather, the stitching, the silhouette, and the way they complete your outfit speak for themselves. You don't need logos to be memorable, you need presence. And presence isn't bought, it's built. Mistake number 13, neglecting shoe maintenance. You can invest in the best shoes on the market, Italian leather, handcrafted stitching, perfect silhouette. But if they're dirty, scuffed, or falling apart, no one will notice the craftsmanship. All they'll see is neglect, unclean soles, dull, cracked leather, worn out heels, fraying laces. These aren't minor flaws, they're silent details that chip away at your image. And after 40, the small things often speak the loudest. People pick up on more than you realize. Well-maintained shoes suggest discipline, pride, and self-respect. Worn, poorly kept shoes, they tell a different story. One that says you've stopped paying attention even when the rest of your outfit is on point. Treat shoe care as a regular part of your routine, not a once-a-year emergency. Brush away dust and dirt weekly. Condition leather monthly to keep it soft and hydrated. Use cedar shoe trees to maintain shape and absorb moisture. Replace laces when they start to fray. And when the finish fades, bring back the shine with a proper polish. These habits take minutes, but the payoff lasts for years. Now that you know the 13 shoe mistakes that age you, I hope this gives you something to think about and a more intentional approach to what you choose to wear from the ground up. Every shoe you wear either adds to your presence or takes away from it. So ask yourself, what are your shoes saying about you? Here's the good news. Fixing your footwear is one of the fastest upgrades you can make. Minimalist sneakers, clean leather loafers, classic boots, proper dress shoes. That's it. No fluff, no fashion trends. Just timeless style that works. And now it's time to be honest. How many of these mistakes have you made? Drop your number in the comments. No judgment. If this helped you out, give it a like. It really supports the channel. Subscribe if you're ready to level up your style without the fashion fluff.